as you can reach, as far as you can go. You are what you dream, never let it go. When you dream, dream big. Stepping up will help you make it. Go ahead and take it, just dream, dream big. Break your inhibitions, take it to the limit, just dream, dream big. Trust your intuition, don't limit your ambition, just dream. Come on and dream, dream big. Dream.
Anything is possible, it started with a dream. Our passion made a difference and built a family. We've grown strong together, you know it's all because everybody plays a part in doing what we love. You can bet it doesn't matter where you go. You find a friend who does just what they love and lets it show. One card at a time can really change the way we live. Focused on the sharing and the chance we have to give. You can do most anything, so just do what you love. Live it, share it, you know it's what you're dreaming of. What we love, what we do, makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's stamping up and it's our way to love, live and share it today. To love, live and share it today. Just look around and you can see it's so much more than stamps and ink. It's more than just a card you see. It's part of you, a part of me. It's creativity. You can do most anything, so just do what you love. Live it, share it, you know it's what you're dreaming of. It's what you're dreaming of. What we love, what we do, makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live, what we say, it's stamping up and it's our way to love, live and share it today. What we love, what we do, makes a difference in me and you. 30 years of inspiration and love. How we live, what we say, it's stamping up and it's our way to love, live and share it today. Whoa. Gonna love and live and share it today. We're gonna love, live and share it today. We're gonna love, live and share it today.
Sometimes it can feel so difficult to catch hold of the inspirational, yeah. But it can be so simple. Love what you do, share what you love. Nobody said there was a secret formula.
Well, hello, my friends, and happy Tuesday. I hope wherever you are safe and warm. It's been a little chilly in these parts, and I know in other parts of the United States at least, but hopefully you're nice and cozy and cuddled up crafting somewhere. Maybe what I have to share today will be inspiring and spark some creative juices flowing in your mind as well. So I am going to dive right in to share with you a bundle that caught my eye. This is the Swirled Designs Bundle, and it's kind of, you've got some bold dies and then some like collagey looking stamps. This is the stamp set, the Swirled Designs, and then you've got these dies that kind of coordinate and go with it, and so they're meant to kind of work together. Of course, you could pair them differently with other products, but it caught my eye because of the versatility of the stamp set. And I thought to myself, okay, I want to do something with this bundle. And I want to do something that's different maybe than the card that was shown. So this is a card that was shown with this bundle, and it's bright and fun and festive, which I love. Showcases how the dies kind of coordinate with the stamp set, and also how the dies coordinate with each other as well. And so I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I totally did not expect that color combination, number one. So that was a fun surprise when I saw this, but I thought to myself, I want to change this up and show a totally different, more elegant, chic style with this bundle. So I'm going to make it my own today. So this is your I guess, call to be inspired and try something different with your bundles and the stamps and products that you have. Change it up a little bit and get those creative juices flowing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some other products to use. So I'm going to kind of go wide on the camera a little bit so I can show you what I'm adding to the bundle. So I'm going to add a floral. I told you I'm going to go a little bit more elegant, elegant chic. So this is the Gallery Blooms stamp set, and I'm going to use some of the dies with it. So I'm pulling in a different bundle, and then a sentiment stamp set, Wonderful Thoughts. So I'm adding some different sentiments and images to go along with this look for a totally different vibe. And sometimes it's fun to do that with your stamp sets and the products that you have. Even though you may see them one way or they're showcased one way, so many different options and ways to change things up. So this is what I'm working with, and I've got some stamps pulled out onto some blocks. So I'm going to start with, if you know me, you know I love to start with a note card and envelope. So I'm going to start with just a white base. And get that folded down. You wouldn't need to fold it right away. You're going to stamp on it, but I just want to know where my line is. And then I'm going to do some stamping, just kind of a collagey look to start. So let me start with a color combination. I wanted to do some like blue, some tones that work well together. So I've got Lost Lagoon and Secret Sea. So Secret Sea is one of my new favorite colors. It's almost the new black, which is nice. I've got a floral stamp that I'm going to use from that the bundle that I pulled in, what is it called? I forgot. Gallery Blooms. And then I've got all of these kind of collagey pieces from Swirled Designs. So I've got this like watercolor wash background, some of the lines, and then some of the like speckles. So and then of course I'm just using a tiny little thanks to go on the card. So I'm going to create a background with this, a focal point with this image right here, and then I'm going to pull some dies in with some gold foil. So I've got some gold foil that I'm going to use as well. I know you're all shocked. Yes, Sarah is using gold foil. Any of you that know me know this is not a shock. I love gold. So some neutrals with a pop of metallic is kind of my go-to, and I love the idea of a really versatile thank you card. So we're going to build our background with, I'm going to start with this watercolor wash. This is like a distinctive type of stamp, so it's got some details in there. So I'm going to go light on my inking so that I see all of that texture. So I've got Lost Lagoon. I'm going to just check it on a scratch paper. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. And I'm going to stamp, because this surface right here has some grooves in it, I'm using a mat underneath, and I'm just going to stamp one way and then flip it around and stamp it again. So I've got this background, looks like a watercolor wash here, and then I'm going to flip it and do it again. Just kind of overlap it so it creates a background like so. And you could turn it this way and do it. I just need something in the center. And then I'm going to add just some dimensions still in Lost Lagoon, maybe some lines coming in this way and maybe up top. So I'm just mimicking the design, flip some things around. So I'm creating a background and a focal point for this. Now I need to have some contrast. So I'm going to grab Secret C, and I'm going to, I know that I want the floral kind of in the middle, so I'm going to do some, let me see if I can get this closer so you can see it. So I'm going to put the floral kind of right here. So I know I'm going to want some spackles around this corner and up the side. So I'm going to do that now. So we'll just do a little bit of contrast. When you're building a background, contrast is nice. Right now I've got just one color working, even though it's variated because of the watercolor background. I do want to add a little bit more, and you can double stamp this too so that you get some background. So love that I'm building kind of a collage right here. Okay, we'll start with that. I think that's a good place to start. And I'm going to set this aside for just a second and grab a spare piece of basic white. And I'm going to use that same Secret C to stamp this beautiful floral. Get it inked up pretty well. Okay, just like so. I'm going to do 2 because you never know if you're going to need one, and if you're die cutting one, you might as well die cut 2. So just in case. Okay, so I've got a couple of options here, and I'm going to run this through so that I can have that layer pop out. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside so that I can bring in my machine and create my sandwich. I've got the first layer, the second layer, and then my sandwich plates. So the base is all set, and I've got this die. Love it when things cut out around an image. I know we can't always do that, but it's nice when we do so that we don't need to fussy cut everything. And some of us love that more than others. So I'm going to grab a little sticky note and make sure that I've got that lined up close enough. And then I'll finish my sandwich and run it through. So this was going to make the table shake. So just don't watch if you get seasick or motion sick. See how we did on this one. Lining it up. My floral. Cute. Okay, so I've got my floral piece right here. That's going to, let me pull this back in so you can see it. That's going to go right here, but I do want a little bit of a pop behind it, and that's where this more geometric set of dies comes in, because you have so many different options. And I'm going to use this diamond shape in the dies, not the small one, but the big one. And that's where the gold foil comes in. So when you're using detailed pieces like this, you can just cut the foil out of with the die. But if you want to have some added ease, then you can add the adhesive sheets to the back so that you don't have to worry about putting glue on the back of those detailed pieces. So I'm going to do that. It's just a nice tip. And the adhesive sheets have, oh, did I peel off? Nope, there it is. Okay. So we've got, this is the sticky part, and I'm just going to attach it to the back of the gold foil and then peel off the rest right here. So once I've done one side, you don't have to peel off all the adhesive all at once. You can kind of smooth it down that way. So then I've got the adhesive on the back, and I can run it through just like so. So we'll do that. Scooch this in, and we don't need to add, at least for me, it's not an exact thing, so I don't even need the little sticky note or masking tape. We'll just run this through as long as it's on that adhesive. Oh, hold please. Here we go. Shake, 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 shake. So I've got some fun details here. We can use this for something else. And then I've got this piece, of course. These pieces are going to pop out. Let me get this where you can see it. You can just pop these edges out and do something fun with them later. I want all the detail. So we'll just pop them out and then bring the card back in. So this just adds a little bit of class, a little bit of elegance to my card, and it's simple and straightforward. I'm just building on that background that I've already stamped. Okay. Let's bring this back in so that you can see it. And that's going to kind of go right behind the floral, just like so. I want it off center a little bit because I want my thank you to be, I don't want everything to be symmetrical, and right now everything is pretty symmetrical. So I'm going to offset this just a bit. And what makes this nice is that you've got this adhesive sheet on the back, so then you don't have to mess and fuss with the glue. So we're going to put this just right here.
Melody says adhesive sheets for the win.
It's so true. So true. So I'm going to pop up this floral. That's the focal point of my card. So just a few here and there. If you need smaller ones, then you can use those or cut them in half. Ooh, I think that's going to fit. Okay. So then I've got these florals that are going to be so nice on top of that gold diamond. Just a little bit of added pop. So I can kind of curve that in this way. I can put it this way. What do we like? I think I like it over this way. Kind of crosses into that kind of area. And then I'm just going to wrap things up with a quick thanks. Just right about there. Cute. So simple, straightforward, easy to pull off, and a totally different vibe than maybe what we see when we look at the sample. So totally different look with some of the same stamps, an added bundle, of course, in there, but I love the way that it looks. I think this is like an elegant chic. What do you think? I love the way this turned out, and I love how simple it is. Like, you could just mass produce. I find I'm sending lots of thank you cards, so you could make quite a bit of these and they would come together really quick. You could just have a full pack of those note cards and envelopes and some gold foil and some florals and have some fun with that. How would you build your background? What stamps would you use? What would your color combination be? Maybe your call out isn't gold, maybe it's silver. Maybe you've got a different look. Maybe you put vellum in the background. So just have some fun with the different options that you have, different styles that you have. Challenge yourself to go above and beyond what you normally would do. And also don't forget to take a look at the samples that we showcase a product with and put a fun twist on it. Totally different look, and reminds us that the stamp sets and tools that we have are super versatile. So love that. Abby, any questions so far about that? Simple and straightforward, probably not too many questions.
I don't have any questions. We got some fun ideas. Somebody said that they thought this would be fun for Valentine's Day. If you switch up the color combo.
Yes. Okay. So we need to see this in Valentine's color combos. Love that.
Melody had a really cool comment at the beginning. She said, sometimes bundles like Swirled Designs are more about how they support other things that you have rather than what they do on their own. So I love that. Like, pull in your collection and mix and match all of them together.
This card is a really great tip for how to do that. So different styles, different approach, pull in a floral, pull in a bold. I actually really love this with an alphabet. So I can stamp a big thanks and have some of the bold imagery behind it. So I think there are lots of fun ways to use this bundle in particular, but also any of the other tools that you have on hand. Mix and match, surprise yourself, and pull out some different products and try something new. Thanks so much for joining me today. Quick and simple and straightforward. Share with me in the comments your ideas, color combination, thoughts, other stamp sets that you would pull in with this bundle. I'd love to learn from you because we know how inspiring all of you are and how creative all of you are. And so we learn from each other that way in this community. So wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.